Here we are, back again in Arizma, and a fashionably late Who is not here, so it's the ever since this year started, it's like the Who has been mysteriously late, fashionably late. I don't know, but we'll be fine. I know he's coming because he's been texting me like for days straight. So I'm not even going to say who he is until he gets here because that's his deal. So today is an interesting day. And when I read this date, January the 20th, it registered totally, like, after I read what it was. It's exactly January 20th last year was the day President Obama was inaugurated. It was January 20th. It snowed that day. It was freezing cold that day. I totally remember that day. And it was a Tuesday, which makes sense that now it's a Wednesday. So, yeah, and not only did I learn of that, but I learned that January 20th has been the inauguration day since 1937. Up until 1937, it was March 4th that the people were sworn into becoming president of our country, our young nation, America. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, so, like, Obama was sworn in, Bush was sworn in, Reagan was sworn in, Franklin Delano Roosevelt was sworn in, and he was the one that he was sworn in for the fourth term. He's the only president that was a president 4 times straight. So, what's going on? I know, technical difficulties, who cares? It's a modern world. It's a modern world, and speaking of modern, anybody watch Modern Family these days? Do you ever watch that show? Well, you got to watch it because our little friend is on that show, Sarah Hyland. Yay, Sarah. She's a superstar. So birthdays today. Melissa Rivers' birthday is today. Joan Rivers. We're dropping everything as usual. Such a classy place this is. Yes, we're loaded with class. Melissa Rivers, she's famous for being Joan Rivers' daughter, basically, isn't she? I mean, it says that she's a TV hostess on MTV, CBS Morning, Melissa Rivers Show News. Wow. But, I mean, would she even be anything if she wasn't Joan's daughter? I don't know. I mean, she's great, I suppose. I wouldn't mind her being a guest here. But, whatever. Lorenzo Lamas. Do you remember him? He has a show now? His daughter? How old is she? You need to talk into the microphone, Phoenicia. No one can hear you.
Like 20-something?
Really? Yeah, like he's like 50-something years old, Lorenzo.
Yep.
I remember he was always such a young tart, Well, he has a new show. Where is it?
I think on E.
Oh, it figures.
I think, yeah. He follows his daughter around and stuff.
It sounds like Melissa Rivers and Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
This is like nepotism world, right? Bill Maher's birthday is today. I love that guy. He says it like it is. He's funny. I like Bill Maher a lot. It's Ivana Trump's birthday. She is one classy lady, too. I mean, talk about someone achieving everything and surviving. I saw her recently on some talk show. She's funny, too. She's a very serious lady. Malcolm McLaren, you know who that is? Do you?
No.
I figured you wouldn't. Malcolm McLaren was the man who created the Sex Pistols.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's his birthday today. David Lynch. Did you ever hear him? He did creepy movies, and that show Blue Velvet or Blue something.
No,
I should know that, but Slim Whitman's birthday. Do you know who he is? Slim Whitman was the first guy I ever remember to have like a commercial for selling his music. He was like one of those buy my album. He's like a yodeler, and people who died on this day are Al Hirschfeld. Do you know who he is? He was that amazing artist, Hirschfeld, where he draws, and he would put his daughter's name, Nina, in every drawing, and he would put a little number next to his signature of how many Ninas, and every Sunday he would have a drawing in the New York Times, and my father and I would do the Ninas. That was my favorite thing. I know. We always used to do that. I love Hirschfeld. He's an amazing artist. Audrey Hepburn died on this day.
Wow.
Yes, she did. And this was pretty something. I don't know what you want to call it, but Vladimir Yumnikov, who is the owner of Cristal Vodka.
Wow.
He died on this day of liver cirrhosis. Now, what do you that is
He
just
drank all his vodka.
I know. Isn't that horrible?
Yeah.
He died of cirrhosis and he was the owner of Cristal. I'm sure he enjoyed that drink. Johnny Weissmuller, you know who he was?
No.
He was Tarzan, the original Tarzan. He died at this day. And Mahatma Gandhi,
He died?
he died on this day, on January the 20th. Yeah, and that's pretty much a lot of stuff. John Lennon met Yoko Ono's parents in Japan on January 20th. He went to meet the parents. I wonder what that was like, you know? That was a funny day, I'm sure. I know. Oh, this was the day that Jimmy Carter announced the boycott of the Olympics in Moscow. I happened to be in Europe at the time of those Olympics that were not aired in America, and I got to watch them. I only watched them because I knew we couldn't